Başka bir tane şey var. Onda yol isteği vardı.
Nasılsınız? Very good morning to all colleagues in Turkey, and also good afternoon to those in Indonesia. Honorable Professor ÜNÜVAR, the Rector of Ankara University, and also all delegation from Ankara University, Turkey Ambassador to Indonesia, and representative from Indonesian Embassy to Turkey, and also head of the BRIN Research Organization, Professor Indi and Dr. Iman Hidayat, and also other BRIN colleagues. So it is our honor for us today to be able to hold the discussion meeting as a follow-up to Professor ÜNÜVAR, who visited BRIN last week and was received by our chair, Dr. Handoko. Apologize from Dr. Handoko who could not be able to attend this meeting. He had to accompany President Jokowi, to welcome the Japanese emperor who was visiting Indonesia. So I am very grateful and appreciated for today's discussion meeting, as an appearance of the willingness from us in Indonesia, as well as from Turkey side, to initiate cooperation, especially research collaboration, as soon as possible. I hope that from this first meeting, there will be already enough detailed and clear information regarding the potential area that can be collaborated and cooperated with. Of course, I hope we can establish such collaboration for a long time, because this long-term collaboration, in addition to establishing research collaboration between academics at Ankara University and researchers at BRIN, there will also be capacity building programs, like a student who will study in Ankara University and researchers or academic mobility program. I hope today, two main research subjects, like biotechnology and nuclear application, can be the start of this cooperation between Ankara University and BRIN. So thank you very much and have a good discussion. Assalamualaikum.
Aleykümselam. Wish to thank Professor Putra for his motivational opening speech. And now, to make the welcome speech, let me invite Director Ankara University, Professor Dr. Necdet ÜNÜVAR.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum, my friends, dear ambassador, dear vice president of BRIN, and dear friends. I will start Turkish, but my friends will continue in English. Sayın Büyükelçim ve değerli kurum temsilcileri, geçen hafta Endonezya'da idik. Endonezya, Türkiye için büyük bir dost ve kardeş ülke. Çok önemli temaslarımız oldu.
Honorable Ambassador and other participants, I'd like to welcome you all. Last week we were in Indonesia, and Indonesia is a very important country for us, which is our friend as well. And we had very important contacts last week.
Sayın Büyükelçimize bize öncülük ettiği için öncelikle çok teşekkür ediyorum. Jakarta Büyükelçimiz Sayın Küçükcan bizim bütün temaslarımızda yanımızdaydı ve son görüşmemizde de BRIN'le çok önemli bir görüşme yaptık. Oldukça verimli olan görüşmenin sürdürülmesi adına da bugün geniş bir heyette Endonezya heyetiyle ve Türk Ankara Üniversitesi heyetiyle birlikte bir toplantı yapıyoruz.
First of all, I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Ambassador Talip Küçükcan for his assistance while we were in Indonesia. He was with us during all the meetings, and our last meeting was with BRIN. We had a very important meeting, and we would like to sustain that meeting and follow further steps. So today we are here to get here for that sustainability. I'd like to thank both the delegation of Indonesia, BRIN, and Ankara University.
Biz o görüşmeden sonra işbirliği yapabileceğimiz alanları belirledik ve bu toplantıyı da hem bir tanışma hem de işbirliği alanlarının tespiti ve geliştirilmesi için bir fırsat toplantısı olarak da değerlendiriyoruz.
After that meeting, we talked about the fields for cooperation between BRIN and Ankara University, and we regard this meeting as an opportunity to build on the fields of cooperation.
Ben şimdi Ankara Üniversitesi'nin katılımcılarını tanıtmaya çalışsam bir 15 dakikalık bir zaman alacağı için onlar kendileri zaten tanıtacaklar. Kurumlarını da yaptıkları işleri de tanıtacaklar. O yüzden o tanışma faslını arkadaşlara bırakıyorum.
If I start introducing my colleagues, I think it would take around 15 minutes because we are a crowded population here today. So before their speech, each presenter is going to introduce themselves, their institution and what they are doing.
Jakarta Büyükelçimiz Sayın Küçükcan da buradayken özellikle de ifade etmek isterim. Ben hayata şöyle bakıyorum. Bu kadar önemli ilim insanları bir araya gelmişken ve bu işe zaman ayırmışken başta Sayın Büyükelçimiz olmak üzere buradan mutlaka küçük de olsa neticeler çıkartmamız lazım. Önemli adımlar hep küçük adımlarla başlar. Küçük projeler, küçük araştırmalar, küçük akademisyen değişimidir ve adımlar atmamız gerekir. Mutlaka bu toplantıdan sonra da hızlıca ilgili kuruluş temsilcilerinin, ilgili birim temsilcilerinin bizden sonra da bir araya gelerek o küçük adımlarla büyük adımlara başlangıç niteliğinde küçük adımlarla işe başlamasını hasreten rica ediyorum.
While Mr. Ambassador to Jakarta, Talip Küçükcan is here, I'd like to also express that I view life as this. Since there are very important scientists here today, I believe that concrete results should be attained as well. As you all know, important results are achieved through little steps. And I think that today will be a start for that. I hope that after this meeting today, the representatives of the institutions will come together and start those little steps, which will reach to important big results.
Ben hem Endonezya temaslarımızı hem de bu toplantıyı yapacağımızı TÜBİTAK Başkanımız Sayın Doktor Hasan Mandal'a da arz ettim. O da bu toplantıdan hem memnuniyetini hem de umudunu ifade etti. İnşallah umuyorum ki bu toplantıdan sonra Türkiye ve Endonezya arasında çok daha güçlü bir eğitim, teknolojik ve inovasyon köprüsü kurulmuş olacak.
I also talked to Professor Hasan Mandal, the president of TÜBİTAK as well, about our contacts in Indonesia and this meeting as well. And he also expressed his appreciation and his hope for the cooperation. I believe that after this meeting, a bridge will be built regarding education, technology and innovation.
Ben tekrardan bize hem Endonezya temaslarımıza hem de bu toplantıda öncülük ettiği için Jakarta Büyükelçimiz Sayın Profesör Küçükcan'a, BRIN'in ve Ankara Üniversitesi'nin çok değerli akademisyenlerine çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Toplantının hayırlı olmasını temenni ediyor. Hepinizi sevgi, saygıyla selamlıyoruz. Yakındaki Kurban Bayramınızda tebrik ediyorum.
Okay. Finally, I'd like to thank Professor Küçükcan for his leadership for this meeting and the cooperation. I also would like to thank the participants of BRIN and participants of Ankara University for this meeting. I greet you all with my deepest respects and sympathy, and I also would like to congratulate your Eid, coming Eid.
Çok teşekkür ediyorum. Saygılar sunuyorum.
Thank you very much.
We would like to thank the Rector Ankara University, Professor Dr. ÜNÜVAR, for this meaningful, inspiring speech. In fact, the Indonesian ambassador, Dr. Ladu Muhammad Iqbal, was going to attend our program today. At the last moment, he had to attend an important meeting. Unfortunately, he could not participate in our program. He wished success and good luck to all partners. The next speaker is the esteemed Turkish ambassador. He gave great support our university academic team in all Indonesian visitations and talks. He is attending our meeting online from Jakarta. Let me invite the Turkish ambassador, Professor Dr. Talip Küçükcan, to make his support speech. You have the microphone, Mr. Ambassador.
Well, thank you very much, and good afternoon from Jakarta, and good morning in Turkey. As Ambassador of Turkey, it is my pleasure and it is my honor to participate in this very, very important meeting. I believe that scientific relations, scientific cooperation is a must between Indonesia and Turkey. As we have seen in recent years, the global problems such as COVID and global warming recently, and the food security issues most recently, I think all these issues and problems require international cooperation. And I believe that science, technology, research, and development are the strong basis of relations between Indonesia and Turkey. That's why when we invited Ankara University to Jakarta, we have encouraged them to meet with different partners, including BRIN. And actually, when we were in BRIN, we were received very warmly. I would like to thank Eddie for this very nice meeting. Of course, when I look at the list of the participants from BRIN and from Turkey, I see stars of scientists, actually, very promising. But as a social scientist, I come from university. I feel a little bit jealous because all the cooperation will take place in science and technology. And I'm hoping that we can also develop some research, common maybe projects on social science as well. Well, as the ambassador of Turkey, of course, I will continue to facilitate relations in education, in science and technology between our countries. My door is always open to our friends from BRIN. Whenever they need our help, we will do our best. Of course, there is no need to say Ankara University is one of the leading universities in Turkey with a lot of infrastructure, leading scientists, and I'm sure that this kind of cooperation will be a good example, actually, for other universities in Turkey who will be also maybe joining later on in the research projects. In conclusion, I would like to thank all of you for their participation, and especially hosting this conference, video conference, Ankara University Rector Necdet ÜNÜVAR, and all other guests. As I said, I am always at your service. Whenever you need our help, please just call us. Thank you very much for your patience and for your participation.
We would like to thank the Ambassador, Professor Dr. Talip Küçükcan. Research in innovation activities have a great importance at Ankara University. All the management and supervision are performed by an individual team in our university. Let me invite our Vice Rector, Professor Dr. Serdar Öztürk, responsible from Academic Research and Innovation, to start the first session of the meeting.
I would like to say hello to everyone first. As the responsible person of our university administration from research, I wish that this meeting is going to be the very start of a good cooperation between BRIN from Indonesian side and Ankara University from Turkish side. Now our research dean is going to give some information about the research deanship and the and some of our prominent facilities, institutes of our university.
We would like to thank our Vice Rector for his introduction. After this stage, we move on to the research opportunities, presentation, and matching part of the meeting. We would like to thank our esteemed rector, our esteemed ambassador, and our esteemed deputy chairman. We bid them farewell to participants and another program. In the next part of the program, our research dean, Professor Dr. Kaan Orhan, will serve as moderator. Thank you for listening to me. I leave the microphone to the dean. I wish success to all partners. With my best regards.
Assalamu alaikum, dear colleagues. First of all, I would like to welcome to all to our meeting together with the Ankara University and the BRIN. I'd like to start as the research dean, which I'm serving for this term, in terms of the research capacity of Ankara University. I prepared a couple of slides to show you the figures of our research capacity in terms of Ankara University. So in Ankara University, we have like 19 faculties, 14 institutions, and 12 vocational schools, together with the 47 research centers. We have more than 4,000 academicians, plus 8,000 postgraduate students and 5,000 PhD students. Our main research areas is wide range, actually, starting from the health sciences, energy and life sciences, together with the history and culture as well. In health sciences, we are performing research not just on the infection diseases, but also developing new treatment for cancer diseases and also pharmaceuticals. In the energy and the life sciences, the university is actively developing innovative solutions, not just only as a research, but also using for the industrial, and also produce with the industrial partners several solutions as well. And not the least, we are also uncovering the rich cultural heritage of Turkey, and we are performing continuously archaeological and cultural studies as well. I would like to give like a couple of figures in terms of our projects. As I mentioned, we are performing research from medicine to engineering, and also obtaining different kind of supports from different kind of funding institutions. And these institutions are not just only national, but also international resources as well. Mainly we are using like TÜBİTAK national funding, but also we are heavily involved with the European and different kind of support from different kind of funding institution bodies. And we are also open like collaborative research, and our collaborative researchers regularly team up together with different kind of institutions as well as partners from industry as well. As I mentioned, I would like to give a couple of figures for this year. So we have more than 200 national projects that is carrying out at Ankara University. And also we are carrying out more than 30 international projects for this year. And for the protocols that we have signed in terms of research and development activities between public institutions or private sectors, it's more than 300. Last year, we had more than 1,800 articles that was published under the affiliation of Ankara University. I would like to also mention that like a couple of days ago, the Round University ranking was released, and in Round University ranking, we are as a general score 573 in the World University ranking. And we are also for the teaching ranking 418 in all around the world. For the teacher ranking, we are #1 in Turkey as well. I would like to also mention about our researchers profile, which we have a huge and a wide range of researchers in Ankara University, which they are producing groundbreaking research in different disciplines. And as I mentioned, we have a large number of eminent academicians and scientists studying in Ankara University under the affiliation of Ankara University. We have a diversity in Ankara University, not just from Turkey, but also from abroad. We are bringing all together with different kinds of perspectives and perspectives in different kinds of fields. Our one of the strongest sides in terms of the research profile is the young research. We are supporting the young research to develop their skills using various programs, mentoring, and financial support as well. For the industrial partnership, the university collaborates with various industries to conduct research that has direct practical applications actually, and benefits directly to the society. Through the partnership with other universities and also research institutions, we are having a background of expertise and resources to keep continue as a leading institution in different fields of research. And as I mentioned, the university have active research collaborations with different international institutions so far. Let me tell you a little bit about our research labs. We have cutting-edge research labs and centers, which our researchers are using a different range of projects. Along with this meeting, you are going to listen what are the capabilities of these research labs through the researchers that attended in this meeting. We are continuously forefront of technological innovations and developing new materials, energy efficient systems, and advanced ICT solutions. And at the end, the university encourages the researchers to take their ideas to the next level to have their own partnership as well with the industry. For this, we have research of BRIN, and also we have technology and innovation. In Ankara University, we have 2 thematic technoparks, which one of the largest technopark in Turkey as well. And our both technopark and also our technology transfer offices are dealing with all the researchers together for establishing their own company and also bilateral connections with their industrial partnership as well. Of course, apart from this, we have also social sciences, and we are trying to solve the social problems for the community as well. And many of the research projects focus on tackling social problems such as poverty, gender equality, refugee and migration studies as well. The most important part of the social impact is the policy impact as well. So the university is engaged with the policymakers and the stakeholders to inform policy development and create positive social change in our country. Together with this, we are also collaborated interdisciplinary, and starting from this year, along with the research dean body, we are trying to team up the researchers together and to make collaboration inside the university and outside the university, as well to create innovative solutions and also to bring up all the innovative and collaborative teams. With this, we are trying to create new paths for research collaboration and funding opportunities, which is going to strengthen not the Ankara University as well as the collaboration body as well. As a conclusion, Ankara University is dedicated to research excellence and is constantly innovating and expanding its research horizons. We have, the university's research is geared towards creating meaningful social impact that extends beyond the academic realm. And its collaborative and inclusive research community, Ankara University is fostering innovative solutions to global challenges. So I was trying to sum up our research capabilities. Now I would like to give word to different kind of institutions and our researchers, and which they are going to make their presentations, and you can get much more knowledge about different kind of institutions and the researchers going on. In the first hand, I would like to give word to Professor Dr. Haluk Yücel and Professor Dr. Serap Safran. They are director and the deputy director of the Institute of Nuclear Sciences. So they are going to introduce about our nuclear research facilities in Ankara University.
Dean Orhan, thank you very much. Can we share the presentation?
I would like to also mention that after this meeting, we are going to share all the presentations with you.
Okay, thank you. Deputy Ambassador of Ankara, Indonesia.
Okay. Dear Ambassador, dear Rector, esteemed Chairman of Indonesia, dear Ambassador, the Appellate Indonesian Vice Ambassador. Speech, please.
Birimizin sesi açık.
Haluk Bey, sesinizi kapatın siz.
Tekrar söylesin, anlamadım abi.
Ben
Anlamadı herhalde.
Ben de söyleyeyim.
Indonesian Vice Ambassador speech, opening speech.
Ben konuşma için davet ediyorum. Bir cümle söyleyeyim.
ben söyleyeyim.
Söyle.
Yes, we have newly informed that the Deputy Ambassador of Indonesian Republic is here. Dear Deputy Ambassador, are you here now? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello, dear Mr. Danny.
Yes.
Deputy Ambassador, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
We would like to give the microphone to you if it's okay for you. It will be.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you.
Dear Professor Edi Giri Rahman, Deputy Chairman of Human Resources of BRIN, Excellency Ambassador Professor Talib Kukucan, Professor Necdet Ünüvar, Rector of Ankara University, distinguished professors, researchers, scientists, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, selamat siang, I Gunlar. I'm Dani, counselor at the Indonesian Embassy in Ankara. I'm humbled and actually nervous today to speak before so many professors and important people. And it is my honor and privilege to represent Ambassador Iqbal for today's important meeting. He could not join this afternoon as he also joined another meeting with our Indonesian Chief of Navy in Marmaris at this moment, at this very moment. His Excellency Iqbal send his warm regards to all distinguished participants. Distinguished guests, Embassy in Ankara is happy to for the meeting today as a swift follow-up from last week visit by Professor Necdet Ünüvar and delegation to Indonesia, and also with his meeting with Chairman of Indonesian National Research and Innovation Agency, Mr. Laksana Tri Andoko. As also mentioned by the rector and then the presentation, we learned that Ankara University is known for its strong academic programs and research initiatives. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our bilateral relation is very strong today, and as we are also two brotherly countries. We have also two excellent ambassadors, Ambassador Iqbal in Ankara and Ambassador Talib in Jakarta, who are always very active and dedicated themselves in developing cooperation between the two countries in the field of research, innovation, and education. So we are delighted to learn the mutual interest of the sides in developing cooperation and collaboration in research and innovation. Back to November 2022, on the sideline of the G20 meeting, head of BRIN and former Minister for Foreign Affairs, Melut Cavusoglu, signed an important MOU between the two governments on research, technology, and innovation cooperation. We always attach the importance of research, technology, and innovation in development of our national economies, of course. So we need also to develop cooperation based on mutual benefit to build stronger partnership and mutual understanding for people of the two countries. So to this end, Indonesian Embassy is always supporting and finding ways to bolster and develop our bilateral relations, including collaboration in research and innovation between Indonesia and Turkey. So we wish you a successful and fruitful meeting and discussion. Thank you. Terima kasih. Çok teşekkür ederiz. Bye.
We would like to thank the Vice Ambassador Indonesian, Mr. Dani. I leave the microphone to the Professor Dr. Haluk Yücel.
Good afternoon, dear distinguished participants from Indonesia, and good morning, my Rector, Professor Ünüvar, and Vice Presidents, and all my colleagues. I would like to introduce my institute short briefly because time is very limited. In order to save time, I introduced my institute, Institute of Nuclear Science, has two departments. One is the medical physics, the other is nuclear research and technologies. These institutes have two roles. One is higher education, the other is scientific research and development. In our institute, under the Department of Medical Physics, we are conducted medical physics PhD program, health physics master's program, and health physics master program in English. Our institute has two missions. One is the postgraduate education and training, and the other is research and development. And also, we are using our infrastructure for routine radioactivity analysis and radiologic tests and services, and also advice and consultation on various radiation problems. Our main research areas, medical imaging techniques and active dosimetry systems, radioliquid metrology, radioactive measurement, environmental monitoring, radiation detection systems, also passive dosimetry, retrospective dosimetric measurements, and nuclear dating methods, also radiation protection physics and shielding engineering problems, as well as nuclear material identification and categorization for nuclear security purposes. Our aims is to follow new developments in science and technology for use of ionizing radiation for protection human health and environment from the radiation, to educate new generation in medical physics and nuclear technology for enhancing human resource capacity. Also, we aims to improve awareness of radiation users, patients, and society about radiation. Also to develop national and international cooperation and collaboration. In our institute, there are 14 laboratories, namely Radiation Detection and Measurement Laboratory, Gamma Ray Spectrometry Laboratory, Alpha and Beta Counting Laboratory, Nuclear Medicine Laboratory, Diagnostic Radiology Imaging Laboratory, Mammography Imaging Laboratory, PLD, OCL, and Chronometry Laboratory, Retrospective Dosimetry Laboratory, X-ray Calibration Laboratory, Electroparametric Resonance and ECR Laboratory, Scanning Electron Microscope EDX Laboratory, Radiochemistry Laboratory, and we have also Gamma Irradiation and Calibration Laboratory, and Neutron Irradiation and Neutron Activation Analysis Laboratory. If I mention some research equipment and facilities, we have two industrial active sites, gamma source and neutron source, and also radiological, for the radiological calibration and radiography and fluoroscopy, radiometric machines using digital imaging detectors. Also, we have Bruker EPR dosimetry system and the other RISO-TL OCL system. Several high purity germanium detectors we have for gamma ray spectrometry system, and also we have some scintillation detectors such as lanthanum bromide detectors and room temperature cadmium zinc telluride detectors. We have high resolution alpha ray spectrometry using passivated ion implemented planar detectors, and also we are using for measuring of low activity measurement in liquid samples, liquid scintillation systems, and we are using an energy dispersive X-ray spectrometer system using silicon drift detectors. for measurement of radiation dose, we are using plastic scintillation dosimetry system. If I mention ongoing research field, we have several projects. We are conducting projects through the International Atomic Energy Authority, and we are funding the we are getting some funds from TÜBİTAK in Turkish funding establishment. These projects are continuing. If I mention potential research topics for future collaborations, for instance, we can study production of anthropomorphic organ phantoms using 3D printer technology and dosimetric measurements by using plastic scintillator dosimetry, ion chambers, and passive dosimetry systems. Also, we can study QA and QC protocol for diagnostic X-ray systems and their radiologic calibrations. As well as we can use these X-ray systems for study calibration methods of operational dose quantities. And also we can study detection of irradiated food by EPR technique. In future, we can make some another collaborations in the low-level gamma ray spectrometry, alpha spectrometry, and liquid scintillation spectrometry for all food and environmental samples. We have some experience in radioisotope identifier devices, so we can study together development of isotope identification algorithms based on template library, fuzzy logic, and Bayesian peak-based method. We can study development of source detection and categorization algorithms for radiation detectors integrated with drone systems. Also, we can make some studies, radioisotope production methods, and development of radiation measuring devices such as radiation portal monitors based on polystyrene or radiation detector based on some inorganic scintillators. Thank you very much.
I would like to thank you very much for our Director of the Institute of Nuclear Sciences. There are a couple of information I would like to pass. In the chat box, you are going to find a link. Please fill the link so we can able to communicate later on. The second, we are going to send all the PowerPoint presentations, so you can also check the PowerPoint presentations later on. And we are recording this meeting, so we are going to also forward the record of this meeting. Now I'm going to hand the word to Professor Dr. İlkay Çakır about brief information about the accelerator research and the facilities in Ankara University.
Thank you very much. I am very pleased to meet Indonesian people. My name is İlkay Çakır. I graduated from Ankara University and I completed master and doctorate degree from Ankara University. And I'm currently working in accelerated technology institute. And I'm a principal and at the same time I'm XCC collaboration member. And actually I'm part of this and recently I focus on accelerated physics and machine learning subjects. And then I want to tell about a little bit introduction our institute. Ankara University's Accelerator Technology Institute was kicked into firm 2011 to start and maintain first accelerator and dedektörstatik in Turkey. And the aim of this institute is to ensure the development and widespread use of practical accelerators and development technologies in our country, especially support R&D studies on accelerator science, and to carry out projects and to provide information on accelerator technologies, corporates, and to rise national awareness in the field of accelerator and parts of the technologies, and to train relevant manpower in the field. Our program, briefly, there are 3 programs in our institutes, and one of them is Accelerator and Detector Technologies Master of Science program. Currently, 8 students continue their graduate education in our institute. And the other program, same program, Accelerator and Detector Technologies Master of Science program. This is English, and then the other program will start this year. Accelerator and Detector Technologies Doctorate of Science program in Turkey. And then this program is the first program and then to train students on accelerator and detector in our country. The Master of Science program in Accelerator and Detector Technologies is graduate Turkish language and speak. And PhD programs keen to providing training to students on accelerator and related technology stage possible of application in the lab. And recently, in order to enlarge capacity in MC, the program also implements the English language to train the students in the field. And then the aim of the program is to educate students who have undergraduate education in different departments of fundamental physics, especially parts of physics and engineering related to advanced technologies, health, defense, and nuclear science and communication. And then now I will talk about a little bit ongoing research and facilities. Especially these are related term-based programs. One of them is Atlas experiment. There are 5 people from Ankara University, and other project, XPT project, there are 6 people from Ankara University, and the CLEAR project, 2 people from Ankara University, and then there is another facility, I think more than 6 people, and the last facility, basic, /1 and /2, there are 3 people. And what is Atlas? Atlas is the tool channel proposed detector as the large hadron collider, which is currently working. This is a huge detector in the world, and it investigated a large range of physics from the Higgs boson to the acceleration fields. And then the other project is the future circuit provider project, developing design of a new research infrastructure to support to the next generation for higher performance colliders to extend the research currently being conducted at the LHC, the Large Hadron Collider, once the University of Gates reached conclusion in the around 2040. The goal of the existing project is to evaluate and sensitive frontiers of particle collider with the aim of reaching the completion energy of 400 TeV search for moon. And then, as you see, underground, There is an electric tunnel. And this is the SCP project. MEC, as you know, located to Genoa. And this is the FCT Turkey located in this area. Okay. And then the other project here, electron accelerator that operates independently of CERN's main accelerator complex. Its primary focus on general accelerator and component studies for atoms and possible future information. And then this is Tarla. I'm not responsible for the person Tarla, but I will tell you about it. Tarla means Turkish Accelerator Aviation Laboratory. It's the multi-purpose and multidisciplinary research facility to promote scientific and technical knowledge and accelerator science and serve research and industry state-of-the-art abilities. At Tarla, the linear electron accelerator with 2 inline and 5 experimental station generates an electron beam with kinetic energy of up to 40 million MeV. Okay. And then we organize some seminar in these institutes. And we organize some works about some computer programs. And then finally, we give some lecture international station. For example, there was a football, it's named International Football Alliance in Pakistan. And at the same time, there is another high-speed competition in CERN. And then what about potential research topics for future provider? In the near future, we will start an activity in Pakistan related to this project, finally, and especially we can conduct in the major university, theoretical nuclear and particle physics and the other university in Indonesia. Thank you very much for your contribution.
Thank you very much. And now we are going to continue with Professor Dr. Özlem Küçük about the informational cyclotron unit and the production of radiopharmaceuticals. After this presentation, we are going to have a brief discussion together, so you can ask your questions, and also we can discuss about the future research collaboration between Ankara University and BRIN. Yes, please.
Good afternoon and selamünaleyküm. I'm very happy to participate in this meeting, and I'm excited for collaboration with you. Let me introduce myself. I'm Dr. Özlem Küçük. I'm nuclear medicine physician and project manager of this center, where pharmaceutical research and production centers, and I'm the technology transfer coordinator.
Bir saniye hocam, bir daha paylaşın.
Şey yap, sen devam et.
Bir saniye hocam. Bir daha açalım, bir saniye. Bir saniye hocam. Şimdi bir deneyin hocam.
My project was a state-trained organization project of Ministry of Development, and we started 2012, and we signed the tender in 2013, and we started work in 2016. And we signed the tender for public-private partnership, and we sent a new project, the second part of our project, and accepted, and we installed the PMR in our research center. The project is two parts, of course. The first part is research. We are academicians, and we work to make news. And the first phase, especially the very short half-life radioisotopes such as oxygen, ammonium, carbon, and fluoride. And the second part is the new tracers such as sodium or helium. And the commercial part is important because we should earn money to continue our project, and we license FPG, fluorodeoxyglucose, and sodium fluoride, and second phase, especially DOPA, timidine, and also collide. Well, to ensure the partnerships, as I wish more information. And we have been working for more than 7 years altogether, and the commercial partners support the research studies and provides every facility such as chemicals, team, and the new parts of our research. But we have a cyclotron from G, and then we have a huge production lab and also quality control labs, and all of them have license from our Ministry of Health, and also we have European Union GMP and GLP laboratory license. Our cyclotron is from G, Vectorate, and 3.5 net, and we can produce all the half-lives with the flags. We have 6 cargos. And then we produce the active isotopes are transferred to production labs, and then synthesize final products. We can produce very different flags. PG, the half-life is approximately 110 minutes, and the oxygen approximately 72 seconds. And we licensed many pharmaceuticals. I'm very honored to license the anticoline on behalf of my university, and we can sell it on our university. We have so many synthesis devices. We have 2 filters for chlorine radioproducts, and G tracer for sea level, and also G test lab for other radiopharmaceuticals on the same platform, saving space and trade. So the pharmaceutical for oncological part, and also such as fluoroestrogen therapy for breast cancer, choline for parathyroid adenomas, and oxygen and ammonia for brain and heart disease. And also we are solidly we perform gallium-68 for prostate and neuroendocrine tumors, and then we can give the lutetium and actinium therapy. And this is our quality labs. We took every GMP and GLP facilities, and licensed from European Union also. We can sell our products to Europe. And quantitative and context analysis, we have a HPLC and gas chromatography. We perform every day for all of our products, and we use them for the patients. And incubation and sterilization. And we have a huge center for pharmaceutical research and products. And we have also created imaging part, microplicity. We can perform all the studies with animals. And we have some collaboration at the university and also in my department. And also we have some project oncology part and the oncology institute. We have a huge research team. And you see, we are working together with chemical engineers, nuclear energy engineers. Some parts is from company and some of the parts from university. And we are continuing our project. We bought our Petamark, this is for research, and from G and G is Landmark Plus. And we have so many projects, scientific and technological research on Council of Turkey. MAM, we have a project with Dr. Hakan Akbulut from Twitter, and we have a collaboration with Azerbaijan. The project especially for gallium for breast cancer and then theranostic parts. And we are working together with International Energy Agency. We have approximately 5 projects, 5 CRPs, and our team is into theranostics and especially prostate cancer. What's our mission? Our mission is to be a reference center of research and education, especially for focal plants, the plants and technical study. We have already signed a tender with G. We are accepted as a reference center of G, all the world and all Europe. Some academicians come to visit our center. And we want to be a partner of the international research studies, especially European Union and other parts. And I think International Energy Agency may help us to make very good collaboration about in research and with pharmaceutical production. And production of new pharmaceutical, especially to evaluate the efficacy of drugs, such as fluorestradiol. We are working on fluorestradiol for breast cancer. I think it's very important. It will be very important for breast cancer patients, and it's already licensed in the US, and they have to pay FDA approved. And also the new therapeutic parts is very important for theranostics. If you imagine, you see the lesion and you can treat it. It's very easy and it's very acceptable therapy, especially for new drugs such as immunotherapeuticals or the other parts of the oncological therapy. And to install preclinical space CT and micropets MR to finalize preclinical coordination center. We are working also with veterinary faculty and also dentistry and other faculties. I hope we can go for good faith. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for these nice presentations. Now we have like 15 to 20 minutes for discussion. Please forward us your questions. This is like a free speech platform. If you can raise your hand, we can just give the floor to you, so we can initiate the discussion. Any questions and the discussions you would like to have, please raise from your hand and we can proceed.
Mr. Khan, good afternoon. We would like to give information about our research organization before we start the discussion. Okay. Dear colleagues from Turkey and BRIN, I'm Irawan Sugoro, representative from the research organization for nuclear energy, Mr. Rohadi, right now in Japan for MNCA meeting. Like to introduce our organization research. The name organization is Organization for Nuclear Energy. First, we would like to say thank you for the opportunity and information to cooperate with Ankara University, especially for increasing our nuclear research human resources and, of course, for research collaboration. For information, our research organization has a duty to carry out nuclear-based research. We have 7 research centers. First, research center for radiation process technology. Second, isolator technology, and full cycle and radioactive waste technology. The fourth is radiation detection of nuclear analysis technology. Center for nuclear reactor technology, radioisotope, radiopharmaceutical, and biodiscriminatory technology. And the last is Research Center for Safety, Metrology, and Nuclear Quality Technology. So there is our research center under Organization for Nuclear Energy. Next, Mr. Rifai, as head of Research Center for Accelerator Technology, will give a comment and will brief presentation. So once again, thank you for the opportunity, and we hope this collaboration can be realized in the future. Please, Mr. Rifai, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Dr. Irawan, for the brief information about regarding our research organization. So I would like to introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Rifai. I'm the head of Research Center for Accelerator Technology. So I quite interesting with the second presenter from the Ankara University regarding what Accelerator Technology Institute. As the presenter mentioned about regarding about TARLA, about the 40 megaelectron volt is quite interesting for us because we would like to in the future, we would like to have some kind of facility regarding up the LINEX, something like that. But now we have cyclotrons projects in going for 30 megaelectron volt and also 30 megaelectron volt. And regarding about the presentation, I have two questions about the research collaboration, also the capacity building program. So first question is, what is the your ongoing project and also your future project? And the second one is regarding about how about the research group and also the research area in Ankara University in Accelerator Technology Institute. And the second one regarding about the capacity buildings on the Accelerator Technology. If I saw the program will be start in this year, then if the student will study in Ankara University, what kind of facility that will be become the object of the research for the student, for the student in regarding about Accelerator Technology. And besides that question, maybe because the short of the times of the discussion, we would like to invite maybe your researcher and your professor may come to Indonesia to have a discussion regarding about technology, especially with the cyclotron technology. So maybe we have some scheme that can be used for the Ankara professor or researcher in Turkey come to Indonesia regarding about research collaboration, something like that. Thank you very much.
So thank you very much for your nice presentations as well. So we would like to also start the initiation and also to make like collaboration studies. As you mentioned that pretty much it can be like with this cyclotron and also it can be like radiopharmaceuticals. So perhaps Professor would like to give a little bit remarks about that. They would like to make collaboration in terms of like cyclotron unit and radiopharmaceuticals. So they are inviting you actually to Indonesia to have some kind of a collaboration together.
Yes, my pleasure. We can make some collaboration together, and we have also invite you to see our research center. Maybe helpful for you also. I don't know where your facility in Indonesia, but we can work together. And we can ask also a share more of our party. And we may some collaboration for this one. We are ready whenever you want.
So I would like to give word to Dr. Arthur Lenono. Yes, please.
Thank you, Chair. First of all, thank you very much. I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Arthur Lenono, currently the Director of Talent Management in BRIN. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity for this wonderful engagement. On the point of presentation from all the speakers from a nuclear area, I would like to emphasize several questions. First of all, about the possibility of sending students, for example, to be hosted in Ankara University. Is it possible to do a scheme which is not a normal scheme, but it's more like doing it a PhD by research program? I mean, it is not by course program. I just need the confirmation. Is it possible Ankara University conduct the student based on research program, not only course program, meaning that the research is being developed together with the counterpart in BRIN, but the student is hosted in the university, in Ankara University? That's my first question. The second question, if I'm not mistaken, most of the school or program, is it only focused, is it only for under Turkish language? For example, if I'm not mistaken, several PhD only start beginning, or is there any already established PhD in nuclear area based for English studies, for example? I think that's only a beginning for my questions. Thank you very much. Back to you, Chair.
Thank you very much for your questions. Perhaps maybe I can give word to Professor Halup because they're asking about any English program that they can send the students.
The answer is yes. We have a medical physics program in PhD, and we have physics programs in English. Normally, we can accept the foreign student in our institute. The answer is yes, yeah, we can invite you and we can accept your students in our institute. Can make some scientists can make also postdoctoral studies in our institute. It's possible.
Actually, I would like to add as well. I mean, we have different kind of English programs, not in the Institute of Nuclear Sciences, but different wide range of English programs. As the research of the team, I mean, at the office, you can contact us. We can forward all the English programs that your students can attend, and not just only the PhD, but also in terms of research. And
the question was not only attending to a PhD or master's program. He's actually asking if it can be with research. He wants their students to get involved in research also, not only the ordinary education, doctorate education,
we have
graduate education, but also involving in research also. You are asking.
Correct.
We have also different kind of opportunities. As I mentioned that if you can write to our office, we can just send you all the list of English programs, plus we can match you in terms of like possible collaborations for your students, for yourself as well in Ankara University. So we can contact you directly with the researchers in Ankara University in the field of your interest, actually.
Maybe organized students can get involved in the research also.
Okay, thank you. Just to make clear, so it's very possible to conduct a PhD not only by course, but basically by research program, right? I mean, they don't have to attend fully in Turkey, but they can be in Indonesia doing the research while being hosted as a PhD or enrolled as a PhD student in Ankara University. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So again, I would like to suggest contact. Actually, you can contact directly to the office, so we can just match you. And there can be also other opportunities, as our rectorate already mentioned that we are going to forward all the meeting notes to TÜBİTAK, to our research and scientific council. So maybe in the future there can be opportunity for funding, bilateral funding. So you can send your students as well with some funding from here, as well as we can also send our students to you using that funding as well.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Any other questions? If not, I would like to give over to Dr. Ashan as well, because I would like him to mention a little bit about our accelerator Tarla, because we didn't mention deep in detail. So let me hand the word to you.
Thank you very much. Hello, Jakarta. This is Dr. Ashan Project. I am founder of Akademik İşbirliği Research Laboratory that is operating in Tarla. Our main research interest is reaction genetics. So we are interested in atomic and molecular reaction mechanisms and how those operate. Specifically, we do focus our effort on atmospheric reactions, but we can study any form of gaseous phase reactions. The reason atmospheric environment chemistry laboratory being set up in Turkish accelerated facility is that the radiation range abilities of our accelerated facility in the future. Right now, unfortunately, we don't have an operational radiation from our accelerator. Yet soon, I believe, end of next year, 20 million moles, 20 million PV is target, and
not at the Endonezya, but probably in May 2024.
Yeah. 20 million May 2020.
20 MeV. We are going to have 20 MeV in the next April, May.
Yes. Next year also.
24.
And year and a half time, I believe we'll be targeting 40 million electron volt from our accelerator facility. Also, some additional emulation instruments will set scientists who have different wavelengths from the facility as well. Right now in our facility, we have 3 end stations as far as knowledge goes. One of them is my electron spectrometer laboratory. The other one is a fast spectrometer laboratory. I believe there will be some more further information about that too. As well as electron spectrometer laboratory, I am setting up a mass spectrometer laboratory in the same facility too. Our mass spectrometer laboratory is almost in operation. Although we will be using accelerator-based radiation as accelerators start providing us with the radiation, now we are designing our own ionization sources with the home capabilities of Akademik Research Laboratory. While I have this chance, I'd like to ask our Indonesian counterparts that I know Indonesia have been involving with this jet key program, the energy transformation program of Indonesia. That concerns also atmospheric emissions and the CO2 footprint measurements all over Indonesia, as far as I know. One of our expertise and capacities of our laboratory, my laboratory, is to transform an atmosphere observation of such molecules and pollution. Since our rectorship has initiated too, that we would be, we should be thinking of future collaboration. I guess, I believe there might be a good merit on collaborating over the topic of air quality and atmospheric chemistry and physics. I think the Jakarta is about 10 million in central terms and 35 million with the larger Jakarta area. And Ankara is about 5 million. As far as I check the air quality numbers, Jakarta is about 50 micrograms per cubic meter, which is over nominal values. And Ankara is about half of it, with 20 micrograms per cubic meter. And from the literature review that I conduct very shortly, this pollution have not been addressed in both countries. I believe we can start a good collaboration over such subject, which would help us with the joint PhD programs as well. My laboratory would be glad to exchange PhD research with Indonesia. Also, with our, there will be some more information on that too, with our new research hub of Ankara, which will be focusing on cancer and community illnesses.
Dr. Bajak.
And we will have further information on Professor Park.
Summary, please.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. And if you have any questions.
Thank you very much for your nice contribution. We are going to move forward. Right now, we're going to switch to information and introduction about the researchers and facilities in Ankara University. So I would like to welcome Professor Dr. Hakan Bulut, which he's the Director of Cancer Research Institute and oncologist.
Thank you very much and good afternoon, Jakarta. So I would like to give you some brief information about my institute. The Cancer Research Institute is a new institute which was established in June 2018, and we have two departments, mainly the basic oncology and clinical oncology departments, and also we are now establishing a new diagnostic centers, which is mainly supported by the European Union, and so which is here you see the organization chart of our new innovative diagnostic centers, which we are going to develop new diagnostic and therapeutic agents in our center. And we had you see the some pictures from our tumor biology R&D lab, and we have all facilities regarding the molecular biology research, and we can develop any kind of biotechnological drugs and develop kits in our lab. And the mission of our institute is to eliminate the biology of cancer and in particular to produce unique knowledge and output that can contribute to the diagnosis and the treatment of cancer at a universal level, and to train high qualified researchers who can carry out these studies. Our institute also aims to contribute to training researchers who conduct basic cancer research by supporting our university's graduate and doctoral programs on cancer biology. In our Department of Basic Oncology, cancer biology research is carried out at a universal level, and it's planned to apply current diagnostic and research methods together with researcher training and lab services from a translational perspective. So here you see our ongoing research fields and facilities. We have related with the many aspects of the cancer research, and also we are started to developing vaccines for viral infections with the start of the COVID-19 pandemics, which we developed the first adenoviral vector-based COVID-19 vaccine in Turkey, and also we conducted the phase 1 trial, but unfortunately the pandemic is over before the appearance of our vaccine in the market. And also we are designing gene therapy vectors, and we are designing new innovative drugs for the cancer treatment. And we are developing new strategies to improve the efficacy of anti-angiogenic treatments and immunotherapy. And also we are conducting some biomarker studies in cancer patients. And we are collaborating with the nuclear department of Medical School of Ankara University to develop radiopharmaceuticals for cancer imaging and treatment. And we are about to start a phase 1 clinical trial in melanoma patients with a new vaccine developed in our lab, which is going to be the first cancer immunotherapeutic agent biotechnologically designed and developed, and also produced at the GMP facility here in Turkey. And you see the facilities that we have in our institute. We have a molecular biology and genetics R&D unit. We have a core cell unit core. We have a tissue core mainly related with the next generation sequencing and some routine immunohistochemical analysis. And also we have an in vivo and in vitro imaging unit. We have a protein core unit with a supported with the mass spectrophotometer, and we have a genomics core unit. We have an antibody and nanoparticle core unit to design and develop the antibodies and nanoparticles, and also to develop upstream and downstream processes for the purification of the products. And also we have a bioinformatics and data analysis core unit. Our facilities are mainly related with research and R&D purposes. Also, we do some GLP analysis in our facilities. So here you see the collaboration fields that we can do, collaborate with Indonesian partners. We can collaborate with doing the translational research in cancer, and also we can collaborate to develop monoclonal antibodies design and also production, and also the purification processes. And we can collaborate to develop mRNA-based cancer vaccines, and as well vector-based cancer vaccines, which is mainly we use the adenoviral vectors, but we can use the lentivirus as well. And also we can collaborate to develop new vaccines for the viral diseases. Not a new pandemics, but maybe for the ordinary viral diseases, especially for the childhood disease, we can develop new viral vector vaccines. And also we can collaborate to design new nanoparticles, and and finally we can collaborate by doing clinical trials, mainly developed in our and also Indonesian center together. We can do partnerships with Indonesian. We will be happy to collaborate, especially for the clinical trials, phase 1 or either phase 2 or phase 3 clinical trials. And thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation. Now we are moving on to biotechnological research and facilities. Professor Dr. Demet Cansever Durman, she's the director of Biotechnology Institute. She's going to give brief information about the facilities.
Thank you. Dear Ambassador of Indonesia and Turkey, Deputy of the BRIN and Rector of the Ankara University. I would like to information about the Biotechnology Institute. Biotechnology Institute was established in October 2002 and the first interdisciplinary graduate school of biotechnology established in Turkey. Biotechnology Institute is a research establishment focusing on health and agricultural biotechnology. The institute was founded primarily to create a niche and a critical mass for biotechnology research in the country. The institute has MSc and PhD programs in basic biotechnology and MSc program in bioinformatics. To date, over the 200 students have graduated from these programs in Biotechnology Institute. Biotechnology Institute are consists of total principal investigators, mainly focusing on a broad spectrum of disciplines, including drug development, nanotechnology, and drug delivery systems, industrial microbiology, molecular genetics, and cell biology, protein engineering, agriculture, and food safety sections. Included in the future perspective of the Institute for the next 15 years are goals like the development of the biosimilar drugs and the identification novel biomarkers for complex diseases and molecular farming. Biotechnology Institute has been certificated with ISO quality management system with the scope of the research, development, laboratory training, and research service in the field of the biotechnology since 2009. Since June 2023, Biotechnology Institute has started the documentation to obtain the accreditation certificate of MSc and PhD programs within the scope of the Quality Assurance Management Information System. With respect to national strategy and planning reports emphasizing biotechnology as a priority area, the vision of Ankara University Biotechnology Institute is to pioneer the medical and agricultural biotechnology research of the country. We define our aims and scopes as follows: to establish graduate programs in biotechnology in order to create the biotechnology critical mass of the country, to conduct competitive scientific research projects, to generate patentable information that can be translated in the novel products. I would like to give information ongoing research funds and facilities in Biotechnology Institute. One of them, medical biotechnology, application of the CRISPR gene editing and protein engineering, cancer immunotherapy and map development, biomarker identification for diagnosis and prognosis purpose, biology of metabolic diseases and therapeutic approach, discovery of novel drug targets and candidates, and other sections, plant biotechnology, molecular breeding and molecular agriculture, deep sequencing and biomarker identification, biodiversity, genome and transcriptome analysis in plants. Another part in Biotechnology Institute, nanobiotechnology section, design and develop of controlled drug delivery systems, construction of 2D nanomaterials, development of electrochemical and optical biosensors, and the last one, the fabrication of carrier nanoparticles. Another section, microbial biotechnology, synthetic biology, biology of viral pathogens and therapeutic strategies, DNA and RNA version research, biology and biocontrol of bacterial biofilms, food microbiology and engineering. The last part, molecular cell biology section, biology of coding and non-coding RNAs, cancer biology and immunology, stem cell biology. And Dr. Mutlu will give the information about the ongoing research project in Biotechnology Institute. Good afternoon. I am Associate Professor and I am Deputy Director of the Biotechnology Institute. Biotechnology Institute is mainly focusing on 5 main topics of biotechnology as microbial, medical and plant biotechnology, in addition to nanobiotechnology and molecular cell biology. In our institute, there are approximately 30 ongoing projects in the coordination of 12 PI researchers from 2020 to 2023. And here are some examples from them. In the microbial biotechnology area, when you look at the subsection of it, the biology of microbial strategies, there is an ongoing project which is namely as development of innovative antimicrobial peptides for the treatment of S. aureus and MRSA infections common in atopic dermatitis. When we look at the main topic as medical biotechnology, there are 2 subsections which our projects are ongoing. The first one is the discovery of novel drug targets and candidates. This is an European Union project, namely a universal strategic necessity from molecule to drug. And the second one is the from the subsection of the cancer immunotherapy and molecular antibody development. And here is the project main topics on purification of recombinant receptor tyrosine kinase like orphan receptor 1 antigen. We are also studying on the topic of nanobiotechnology. Here, we try to design and development of controlled drug delivery systems for the cancer treatments. And also, we are working on molecular cell biology and plant biotechnology topics. And here, there are ongoing projects from them. The first one is the investigation of the molecular mechanisms of action of a specific microRNA for the treatment of the triple-negative breast cancer cells. And in the plant biotechnology section, we are focusing on genome and transcriptome analysis in plants. In the perspective of the Institute, the primary research areas will be the precision medicine in terms of therapeutic, immunological, and diagnostic potential, which includes the design, development, and laboratory scale production of recombinant peptides, antibodies, cells, and DNA-based systems, and also in addition to develop some drug delivery systems for targeted cancer therapy. And also identification of new biomarkers for complex diseases for combating bacterial infections, as well as plant biotechnology, including gene and marker detection and molecular farming, with a focus on important agronomic traits. It will be a pleasure for us to collaborate with the researchers in the health and plant biotechnology areas. And here is our website address in order to make a collaboration with you. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your nice presentations. Now I would like to give word to Professor Meltem Yılmaz, the Director of Institute of Food Safety. She's going to give information about the food safety and technology research and facilities in Ankara University.
Good afternoon, distinguished participants. I'm going to give some information about our institute, which is the Institute of Food Safety. I'll talk about our past, ongoing, and future studies. Firstly, let me introduce our institute. Firstly, let me introduce our institute briefly. Our institute was established in 2011, and in our institute, the researchers have been managed by 4 academic staffs. For more information, you can visit our websites, and at any time you want, we can communicate about subject on food technology and safety. The aims of our institute is to provide education, training, and research and development studies for ensuring food and consumer safety, technological development of the food industry, and increasing competitiveness in food industry. To reach all these scopes, our research have been managed in line with national development goals. In our institute, past and ongoing researches are mainly related to reducing the use of artificial food additives and developing new clarification methods. You know, some consumers are concerned about whether gelatin is halal in terms of the source from which is obtained. Therefore, we did not use gelatin in our new clarification methods, and with our studies, we can achieve to find some new clarification agents and enzymes which replace with gelatin, and also which are more successful at clarification of the juice than gelatin. And lastly, other ongoing research is about the potential for use of food waste in food process. We have many studies on the subjects I explained on previous slides, but now I will mention just 3 of them as example. For example, in this study, we isolated pigments from star cherries, and we increased the stabilities of anthocyanin pigments up to 10 times by copigmentation. As in this study, if we achieve to increase the stabilities of other natural pigments, these pigments can be safely used in our food products, and therefore our research on these topics are going on. Another ongoing research is about developing new clarification methods. In our study, we use the combination of hydrocolloids as clarification agents, and the hydrocolloids were albumin, casein, xanthangum, and chitosan. And the data obtained from this study show that our treatments provide pomegranate juice with no sediment, but with a higher color. And the data on these figures show that our treatments lead to increase the clarity of a pomegranate juice during storage. This is the first study revealing a clarification method in which the clarity of a juice increases during storage. Lastly, other ongoing study is about the potential for use of food waste in food process. In this study, we added cherry stem, pomegranate rind, or rose leaf to star cherry nectars, and these food wastes led to increases in color stability, color density, and antioxidant activity. Well, if we look at what we can study together, one of the potential study research topics, future collaboration, might be detection of adulteration and imitation in food with the help of artificial intelligence. Within the scope of collaboration, the teams in Indonesia can send some authentic, adulterated, or imitated foods from Indonesia to test our system. And if our system is successful, we can also set up our system in Indonesia. Other potential research topics for future collaboration might be to design innovative foods to meet specific nutritional foods for people who prefer vegan, vegetarian, or diabetic diets. For purpose, we can investigate the use potential of endemic plants in Indonesia. And also, lastly, other potential research topics is about developing new clarification methods using some fruit rinds. If you are interested in this subject, we can work in fruit juice produced from fruit cultivars which are native to Indonesia. Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you very much for this nice presentation. Lastly, I would like to give word to our two researchers. One of them is Professor Dr. Yusuf Kankadolu. He is the Dean of Engineering Faculty and also Director of the Earth Sciences Institute.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum from Ankara to Jakarta. This is Professor Yusuf Kankadolu, Dean of Ankara University. First of all, I'd like to send my best wishes to all the audience. Ankara University Engineering Faculty has a 12 department: engineering, chemical engineering, physical engineering, biomedical engineering, civil engineering, computer science engineering, software engineering, machine learning engineering. And we have a geology and geophysical engineering. In our country, we use geology, include geology and geophysics to the engineering faculty. And recently, we have a good laboratory dealing especially with the engineering research, especially dealing with the earth science. We have facilitated with the electron microscope, especially with the microanalysis, that is the electron microscope analysis. As you know that Indonesia has a good situation in the explanation of the geological position because it's located at the conjunction between the Indian and oceanic plate, and the newly formed Sunda plate is quite interesting to all the geological investigation. For this reason, we're really interested to the geological exploration in Indonesia. So we would like to do a good collaboration with the earth science because we have a good facility such as the electron microprobe. We have a laser ablation ICP-MS, that is, we may take any kind of a zircon by using the radioactive decays of the uranium and the lead isotopes. And we have a Raman confocal spectrometer, we have a FTR spectrometer, and especially we deal also with the geological exploration at the buried deposition because Indonesia is quite important during the formations of the massive sulfide deposition, especially of the high sulfidication zone, because Indonesia has actually more than 70 active volcanic eruption. So we have an active volcanic eruption, but the age of this volcanic eruption in Turkey is around 3,000, but in your country it's almost quite young. So we would like to compare this volcanic eruption between the Turkey and the Indonesia plates. So the other point is that you have a good situation between the subduction plates of the Australian plates and the Sunda plates. You have ophiolitic rock fragments within your plates. So you have a good chromium deposition, and then you have a nickel depositions dealing with the laterite deposition. We have the same laterite depositions of the nickel, and we have the same chromium deposition in Turkey. So we would like to compare these depositions between the Turkey and the Indonesian, and it can be a good scientific work. We would like to accept all the Indonesian people to work in our laboratory as a PhD students, research students, or it can be postdoctoral research. We have actually a good positions to prepare the sample laboratory. We have deal with the two types of the analysis. It can be destructive method and it can be non-destructive method. For this reason, we would like to do a collaboration between especially with the earth scientists and the physical scientists, if they able to come to for this thing.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Professor. And lastly, I would like to give word to Professor Dr. Hanimegül Yağlıoğlu. She is a physicist, engineer. Yes, please.
Thank you. It's good to be here. And I'm a faculty member in Engineering Physics Department of Ankara University. I also work in Turkish Accelerator and Research and Radiation Laboratory. My research field is photonic technologies, where we use photons instead of electrons. As you know, photonic technologies are the leading technology in 21st century. And in Ankara University, as well as in Tarlac, we have laboratories equipped with ultra-fast laser systems, not just ultra-fast laser systems, all kind of laser systems, and we can do a lot of applications. And in photonic technologies, you can have application from basic science to industrial applications. In material science, you can do biological applications. So our infrastructure is actually very powerful in Turkey, and we also we are proud of it, and we are very happy to collaborate with you, researchers from your side who are interested in photonic applications, especially in ultra-fast science, are welcome to collaborate with us. I believe we could, I looked at, we don't have joint program between your country and Turkey, between Indonesia and Turkey, through the National Science Foundations. So I believe we can initiate a joint research program through both National Science Foundations, so that we can start collaborating, doing research with the help of the fund we receive from them. And with that way, we can exchange researchers, we can exchange students, we can have funding for equipment. That would be nice to start. And we are very happy to have you here, so you can come and see our infrastructure, and we can talk to see what we can do together in terms of research. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now I would like to introduce the Research Organization of Health and Nature and Environment representatives from BRIN site. I would like to introduce their facilities.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you very much for the opportunity for us, for me also. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, Ankara, and also good afternoon, Jakarta. The Honorable Director of Ankara University and the colleague from the Ankara University, and also the Embassy of Turkey and the Embassy of Indonesia, and also Prof. Edi Giri and my colleague in BRIN. Thank you very much for this opportunity, and my apologize for our chairman not being able to attend this meeting, but allow me to represent our chairman. And I'm Harimat. I'm the head of the Research Center for Preclinical and Clinical Medicine. Firstly, I think allow me to briefly introduce our health research organization on BRIN. Okay, we are on BRIN have the 12 research organization, and the research organization of health is one of that 12 research organization. And in research organization for health, we formed by the regulation of the National Research and Innovation Agency number 13 of 2022 concerning the task, function, and structure of a research organization for health. Below the research organization for health, there are 7 research centers. First, the Center for Biomedical Research, and the second, the Research Center for Preclinical and Clinical Medicine, and the third is the Research Center for Public Health and Nutrition, 4, the Research Center for Pharmaceutical Ingredients and Traditional Medicine, and 5 is the Research Center for Vaccine and Drug, and 6 is the Aikman Research Center for Molecular Biology, and 7 is Research Center for Veterinary Science. We also put the veterinary science in the research center for research organization for health due to the One Health concept. And we are in the research organization for health has 472 researchers and the human resource, and 33% have the background of doctoral background, and the 205 have the background of master, and around 14.7% is the bachelor of degree. And since we new in BRIN, we have not the research hospital yet, but we know in making a collaboration with the memorandum of understanding with the several national referral hospital in Indonesia. And this is the our facility of genomic research laboratory. In the genomic research laboratory, we have the sequencing laboratory, library preparation laboratory, DNA extraction laboratory, RNA extraction laboratory, cell culture laboratory, and we will have also cryo-EM laboratory, forensic laboratory, and also we have microscope fluorescence laboratory. This is the example of our facility in BRIN, in the chemical characterization.
I guess you are muted. Could you open your microphone?
Sorry. We also have the bioreactor laboratory, stem cell preparation laboratory, and cryo-EM, and also CGMP. And this is the other services that we have in BRIN facilities, and we have also vaccine and drug laboratory, BSL-3, BSL-2, and animal BSL-3, and also veterinary laboratory. I think that is briefly introduced with the facility of the research organization for health. Along with me here, we have also several of the head of the research center on the BRIN, also the researchers on the BRIN. I think this is for the introduction, and we sincerely hope that this meeting will result in research collaboration in health between antara university and also BRIN, will produce something that benefits the people of both countries and the world. Thank you very much, and I give back to the chair. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much for your nice presentation. Now I would like to open with our last 10 minutes the discussion. From your side, do you have any questions or any matters that you would like to ask to our colleagues as well as here? I would like to ask my colleagues in Turkey, do you have any questions that you would like to forward the researcher to Jakarta? If you have any questions, please raise your hand so we can, yes. Yes, Professor Ika. Yes, please.
Yeah, Professor, but hopefully soon.
Amin, Ika. Thank you, Ika.
Yeah, representing research center for vaccine and drug. We got two of us here now. Let us get shocked about the project that you are offering. We are interested. I said we because if this is green lighted, so there are so many people also collaborating with us. So it is we. Say if we wish to create the collaborations for the field of biomarker studies in cancers or translational research also biotechnology institute that have been presented by Dr. Hakan and Prof. Dimit respectively. We actually now carrying out research, cancer research, carcinogenesis. This is not quite pharmaceutical, but carcinogenesis on breast cancer, where we are trying to develop antigen library which fit to our own idea. Idea here means that suitable with the HLA orchestration, HLA molecule orchestration. Also, this is suitable in terms of the antigen that has been through the antigen processing machinery, process that so long like that. And we are trying to make it. A good news is we already got the clearance, ethical clearance for breast cancer, and coming up are also support from other cancer registry hospitals, say Darmais, that will support at least lot of and diverse samples for cancer. So if we wish to collaborate in terms of that translational research, whether we are going to develop novel or fresh approach in field of immunotherapy or in the field of making a vaccine for cancer. So how you expect us to provide you with things like maybe what about the experimental plan that we can support you for sure, so that we can mutually benefit each other? Because I think, if not sure that about your timeline, but we require starting up this project hopefully next month. At least myself, because I already got the sample, but I think we don't have any issue with samples anymore. And you already have everything, to be honest. You got a lot of facilities, so we can make the most of our facility that we both have, so that we can share about that. So let me know about your further projects so that I can help you to map what we can do to help you to make it proceed proceed quickly. That's all.
Thank you very much for your nice contribution. So perhaps Professor Demet and also Professor Penham would like to reply this for future collaborations.
Yeah. It will be a good change for us to make collaboration with from your university. We are studying especially mainly breast cancer and molecular characterization in brief of the microRNA and long RNA level. And also our research area is mainly focusing on multi-drug resistance on breast cancer. We try to identify the molecular mechanisms behind the multi-drug resistance in breast cancer, and also to develop new therapeutic agents, targeted drug delivery systems for the therapy of breast cancer, especially on reversing the drug resistance.
Right. So meaning if we are interested and we wish to proceed with this project, shall we send you our proposal, or we are developing proposal together?
We may make a new proposal for breast cancer for both the identification of the molecular mechanisms of that special targets for breast cancer, and also for the therapeutic part of this area.
What I meant actually, how you want us to help you with. I mean, say we are collaborating now, so how we can help you shall we share about the information about the medical record, about the immunological profile of the patient? Shall we share about things like that to support the research? That's my query.
Let me give the final word to Professor Hakan, because
as far as I understood, you are studying on the new antigens of breast cancer patients, right? So to develop vaccines, so maybe we can collaborate to develop new vaccines using your new antigens to develop the vaccines, and also we can do the viral vector vaccines targeting your new antigens for your patients, and maybe we can collaborate to prepare new vaccine designs by using your neoantigens, which are special to Indonesian patients.
Okay. So after this, as follow up, I will contact you about how technically we are doing it. Is it okay? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Hakan.
Thank you very much. So also Dr. Anis. Yes, please.
Oke, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm sorry I couldn't open my video because my laptop camera has got problem. So, but I have the picture as the background. Thank you very much for your nice presentation and also very informative information. I'm here at the coordinator of research group for pollution remediation in the research center for environmental and clean technology in the research organization of biological science and environment. So far, I have not seen the presentation in the topic of environmental technology. Maybe I missed something in the presentation before. So could you please tell me, do you have the research program regarding the environmental technology?
Yes, we
especially
have.
in the bioremediation or biotechnological technology for bioremediation.
Yes, we have both program in the Faculty of Pharmacology as well as in biotechnology as well. So we have several programs about that.
Yes, the MSc program in bioinformatics sections in Biotechnology Institute.
Yes, because I have seen the presentation about the biotechnology program, but I couldn't find the keyword of environmental topics. Especially you present about mostly about the food and also maybe medicine or cancer like that. Maybe we can collaborate in the plant biotechnology, maybe for phytoremediation, maybe, yes?
Excuse me, can you repeat about bioremediation?
Yes, we are also doing the phytoremediation, the remediation using plant. We have collected many plants for heavy metal accumulator. So maybe we can collaborate in the future for the biotechnology in this plant, maybe.
Okay, I understand. But we are not studying with bioremediation in biotechnology. Excuse me. Mainly, we are studying
special, yeah. Yes, especially we have the national issue on the mercury reduction in the gold artisanal mining. So maybe we can collaborate in the research program regarding the mercury.
Excuse me.
Or heavy metal.
Excuse me, you may collaborate someone in our Faculty of Pharmacy. They are not here at the moment, but
oh, I see. Okay.
Search Deanship may organize that cooperation, I guess.
There are several researchers who are working on your field as well. So in the Faculty of Pharmacology and Pharmacognosy, so pretty much they can have collaboration with you. Actually, having said that, I would like to also indicate that, I mean, please forward all your like collaboration and also the ideas and the subjects and topics to our office, Research of Dean office. We are going to match you for the suitable researchers in Ankara University. And we also send you a link. We are going to acquire the data from this link, and we are just going to open a WhatsApp group as well as, and we are going to match you, as I mentioned, to find you suitable contacts from different kind of faculties.
Oh, okay, inshallah. Thank you very much. Shukran.
So, once again, thank you very much for all your contribution. So as a last word, I would like to give the word to Professor Eddie Green, the Deputy Chairman of Human Resources for BRIN, if he's here.
Yep, I'm still here.
We would like to give you a final remark, final word before closing.
Oh, okay. So yes, I follow the whole discussion between the Ankara University and us in BRIN. So I think a lot of very potential collaboration, yeah, between Ankara University and us. And I believe that after this, I would like to ask maybe we have some special meeting or discussion directly, like people from Accelerator Research Center, maybe directly contact with our colleague from the Center for Accelerator Technology, yeah, because it's very important for us to develop the linear accelerator, yeah, and also we want to develop our own accelerator in Indonesia, and of course with others like vaccine and development, and then others be very important for us. But the important thing is we believe after this meeting, we have to go through with a special discussion, maybe between the faculty or the center with our organization in BRIN. So, and also to discuss about the possibility for the capacity building program, or doing the research, by our program, degree by research or others program. And also for the mobility program. So we can also invite the professor or researcher from Ankara University to come to Indonesia to BRIN, and then doing the research together with our researchers in BRIN and other university in local Indonesia. So again, it's very, very marvelous discussion, and I think a lot of potential collaboration, and we should do in real program after this. And I will ask my colleague, Dr. Arthur, maybe he will continue this discussion with the capacity building program, because we're looking forward, to have some collaboration with Ankara University, and maybe for BITAC also, it's very important for our collaborators. So again, thank you very much, the rector of Ankara University and all colleagues from Ankara University. Thank you again.
Thank you very much. And I would like to give the last word to our rector, Professor Dr. Necdet ÜNÜVAR.
Ben de çok teşekkür ediyorum. Çok verimli bir toplantı oldu. Hem Sayın Büyükelçi, Jakarta Büyükelçimiz Sayın Küçükcan'a, hem BRIN'den hem Ankara Üniversitesi'nden katılan bütün değerli akademisyenlere çok teşekkür ediyorum.
Okay. I also would like to thank you. It was a very fruitful meeting. I'd like to thank Mr. Ambassador Küçükcan, the representatives of BRIN, and Ankara University scholars as well.
Bu verimli toplantının bundan sonraki yol haritası ile ilgili şöyle önerilerimi sunmak isterim.
I'd like to offer a roadmap after this effective meeting.
Biz bu toplantının raporunu yazılı olarak da hazırlayacağız ve hem burada katılan bütün akademisyenlere hem de BRIN'den katılan akademisyenlere, ayrıca Sayın Büyükelçimize arz edeceğiz.
We'll collect the minutes of this meeting and prepare it as a report and send it to the members of BRIN and representatives of Ankara University and also our ambassador.
Şüphesiz başlangıç itibariyle birçok eksik noktalar bırakılmış olabilir ama bunları zamanla inşallah toparlayabiliriz ve bunun Endonezya ile Türkiye arasında çok önemli bir akademik, teknolojik bir inovatif işbirliği köprüsü olacağına inanıyorum.
I think that there may be some missing points at the time being, but I'm sure that in the future all the missing points will be covered, and this will be a very effective bridge between Indonesia and Turkey in terms of academic, technology and innovative sense.
Şöyle bir öneride bulunmak isterim, bir başka öneride bulunmak isterim. Buradaki ve BRIN'den katılımcıların da olacağı bir WhatsApp ve mail grubu oluşturalım. Orada teknik anlamdaki paylaşımlar yapalım ve belli periyotlarla da ilerleme raporları yayınlayalım. Yani 1 ay sonra, 3 ay sonra, 6 ay sonra kim ne ölçüde proje yapmış, ortak çalışma yapmış, araştırma yapmış veyahut da akademik değişim programı uygulamış. Bunları da görmek isteriz.
I'd like to make another proposal. How about preparing a WhatsApp group and an email group after this meeting with all the participants to this meeting? And we could prepare progress reports for monthly or for 6 months. And in those reports, we could discuss what has been established so far in terms of projects, joint research and academic exchange.
Ben inanıyorum ki burada oluşturacağımız küçük de olsa başarı hikayeleri her iki devletin yetkililerinin de dikkatini çekecek ve yeni adımlar atmayı da teşvik edecektir.
I believe that the successful stories that we are going to build together will also be the concern of the authorities of both countries, and they will also open the path for new collaborations and new stories.
Konuşmamın sonunda bir kez daha Endonezya'daki Türkiye Büyükelçisi Sayın Talip Küçükcan'a, BRIN yetkililerine, Ankara Üniversitesi'nin çok değerli akademisyenlerine ve Endonezya'nın Ankara Büyükelçisi ve Büyükelçiliğindeki görevli arkadaşlara çok teşekkür ediyor. Herkesi saygıyla selamlıyorum. Tekrardan böyle bir toplantıya iştirak ettiği için herkese de ayrı ayrı teşekkürler iletiyorum.
Once again, I'd like to thank everyone, especially the Indonesian ambassador of Turkey, Mr. Talip Küçükcan, the representatives of BRIN, the scholars of Ankara University, and ambassador to Indonesia in Ankara as well, and the working staff of the embassy as well. I'd like to express my deepest respect and thank you once again for your participation to this meeting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Shukran.
Aleykümselam.
Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much for you all.
Hocam kapatalım.
Assalamualaikum.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Kapanışımız gerek var mı söylemeye?
Be in contact soon. Ayrıldı herkese.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Have a nice day to you.
Kapatalım ben de.
Kapat hemen.